शुभन, मीडिया में बहुत स्पेकुलेशन है कि शायद रोहित शर्मा कल का मैच खेल के उसके बाद क्रिकेट शायद छोड़ भी सकते हैं, तो कुछ इस तरह का कुछ ड्रेसिंग रूम में कुछ डिस्कशन हुआ है या कुछ इस तरह की बात?
नहीं सर, ऐसा तो अभी तक तो सारी डिस्कशन हमारी मैच जीतने की ही हो रही है, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जीतने की बात हो रही है। एंड इस तरीके के मतलब इस डिसीजन के बारे में टीम के साथ या मेरे साथ तो कोई बात नहीं हुआ। एंड आई डोंट थिंक कि रोहित भाई भी इसके बारे में अभी ज़्यादा सोच रहे होंगे। एक बार हमारा कल का मैच ख़त्म होगा उसके बाद आई थिंक वो डिसीजन लेंगे। और मदर टीम में तो कोई बात नहीं है इस बारे में।
शुभन, आपको नेक्स्ट जनरेशन का बड़ा बैटर बोला जाता है, बट क्या आपको लगता है कि जो आपने कहा विराट भाई ने जिस तरीके से परफॉर्म किया है नॉकआउट्स में बड़े मैचेस में सो कॉल्ड, एंड देन रोहित भाई ने जिस तरीके से परफॉर्म किया है, आप इस चीज़ को विजन करते हैं कि उस तरफ अगर बढ़ना है मुझे, जो विराट भाई ने किया है, जो रोहित भाई या यूवी पा ने किया है या सचिन सर ने किया है, तो ये जो मैचेस हैं इनको इन पे कैपिटलाइज करना बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है? अगर आप सोचते हैं तो क्या वो थोड़ा सा आप बता सकते हैं, डीब्रीफ कर सकते हैं उसे?
जी बिल्कुल, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है बड़े मैचेस पे कैपिटलाइज करना। बट आई थिंक जितने भी हम मैचेस खेलते हैं इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, कोशिश तो एज अ बैट्समैन यही रहती है कि हर मैच को आप कैपिटलाइज करें और हर मैच में आप अच्छा करने की ट्राई करें। बट क्रिकेट का नेचर ऐसा है कि हर मैच में आप कितना भी ट्राई कर ले, हर मैच में 100 नहीं बन सकता है, हर मैच में 50 नहीं बन सकती। बट ऑब्वियसली बड़ी ओकेजन होती है तो थोड़ा आप ट्राई करते हो कि यार मैं अपने आप को और अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करूँ, या जब मैं बैटिंग करने जा रहा हूँ थोड़ा अपने आप को 3 4 5 बॉल ज़्यादा दे दूँ क्योंकि बड़ी ओकेजन है, और अपने आप को बेस्ट चांस दूँ मैं परफॉर्म करने का।
Shubman, for 11 years between 13 and 24, we're talking about how India reached the semi-final, reached the final, but did not win a title. The fact that we won in the West Indies last year, does that sort of free up that pressure in any way?
Yes, definitely. I think it's also about sometimes uh, once you get one title, then I think that kind of breaks the jinx, and then it gives you the momentum, and also you are not very desperate about getting the title. And it's not good when desperation kicks in. Then uh, it's hard to put the equation out of the equation. In all these big matches, like I said, the players or the teams that can put aside the pressure and the occasion out of the game has a better chance of winning it. And I think winning the title in 24 doesn't mean that we are less hungry, but I think it kind of makes us more balanced. That yes, we have won an ICC title, and we'll try to do our best to win this one.
Shubman, you mentioned that this is the best batting order you've batted in, and you bat very deep, and almost everyone's got runs through the tournament. How much does that free you up to take more risks at the top of the order and bat more freely?
I honestly don't really think about that. I need to take more risks or I need to take less risk. It's about me being in my zone and taking calculative risk, and I think that is the uh, hallmark of my game. I take risks at the right point when I feel the bowler is under pressure, and my most of my batting is instinctive. I don't pre-plan. I don't play any shots which are pre-planned. I see the situation and I see when is the right time to put the bowler under pressure. And obviously, when you're playing on the wicket, you kind of have an idea what kind of total you're looking to make on that wicket, and then you add 15-20 runs to give that extra cushion to the bowlers, and that's what I think of when I'm batting.
Shubman, you're barely 5 years into your India career. You mentioned this is your second big ICC final. And you rightly answered the question right now about how winning in 2024 will give the team confidence. But perhaps for the average Indian fan, the memories of the last World Cup, 50 over format, you were there. Now you're vice captain. Have you seen something as a senior player now, because you are a senior player, given your success in the one-day format and now vice captain, have you seen something in that dressing room right now कि लगता है कि हाँ शायद कल का दिन अच्छा होने वाला है?
जी बिल्कुल, टीम में आई थिंक 23 में भी और इसमें जो सिमिलैरिटीज़ हैं, ऑब्वियसली एक मैच हम वहाँ पे फाइनल हार गए थे, बट टीम जो एक अच्छा टीम का एनवायरनमेंट की हम या कल्चर की बात करते हैं कि उसमें सब लोग एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट करते हैं। ये मैं अपनी टीम के बारे में बता रहा हूँ कि हम सब लोग एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट करते हैं, एक दूसरे को पुश करते हैं। अगर कोई अच्छा भी कर रहा है और अच्छा वो कैसे कर सकता है, उस चीज़ के बारे में हम बात करते हैं। और जब भी कोई भी टीम अंडर प्रेशर होती है तो किसी एक बंदे पे पॉइंट आउट नहीं करते, हम एज ए टीम कलेक्टिवली बात करते हैं कि और अच्छा हम कैसे कर सकते हैं। अगर इसके ऊपर प्रेशर है तो हम एज अ टीम कैसे मदद कर सकते हैं उस बंदे को कि उसके ऊपर प्रेशर कम आए. तो आई थिंक ये सब चीज़ें उतनी मैच में नहीं दिखती है. मैच में परफॉर्मेंस दिखती है, बैटिंग दिखती है, बॉलिंग दिखती है, बट ये सब चीज़ें भी उतना ही ज़रूरी है जितना एक 100 या 5 विकेट या 4 विकेट निकालना. तो ये जो हमारा टीम का इन्वायरमेंट है या फिर ये जो कल्चर है, ये भी बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करता है आई थिंक हमारे सक्सेस में.
Shubman, you just talked about staying in the zone and finding that zone. Over the years, you've never come out of the nets. Even today, you were batting. Yesterday, you were batting. So, could you just talk about your training sessions and what triggers that point where you find that zone? And do you continue batting because you don't want to leave that zone? Because generally, pre-match days पे या बड़े exam से पहले you don't revise much, you take it easy, but you never take it easy. So, what is it about you finding that zone and never letting it go then?
Uh, Whenever I'm batting in the nets, I feel for me it's about me trying to play as close to as how I would play in the match, and that is the zone for me. Sometimes we bat in the nets and we aren't really thinking about the situation. We just want to bat well, but more often than not, in an important match, there might be a chance that you're not hitting the ball well. How would I want to score runs then? If it's hard for me to hit boundaries, then how would I take those singles and put the pressure off of me in a power play? So these are the things that I try to do in the nets, and I think it's easy to hit boundaries, it's easy to hit sixes, but doing these small things are I think more difficult, and that's why it requires a lot of repetitions for me, and I think that's what helps me in the match to stay in my zone.
Shubman, the weather has changed from yesterday till now. So, and now that you have seen the pitch, we believe that it is the same pitch which was used for India-Pakistan, but yet it has been 2 weeks. So, taking the weather into the mind and the pitch conditions, can you tell us what the team is thinking about?
Sir, I don't think the wicket is gonna behave any differently. We haven't really seen a 300 score here as yet, and I think irrespective of the weather, the wicket is gonna be similar to what we've been playing on. And I think we as a team have got a good idea of how to play on those kind of wickets and how to bowl on those kind of a wicket.
There's always been a lot of talk about the fact that Rohit in recent times has lost the toss, and irrespective of how the toss goes, does that make any impact on your mindset when you go out to bat?
Not really, because as a batsman, you're always prepared to bat first, and if you're getting to bat second, that means you're chasing a total, so it doesn't really matter, because if you are a bowler, you're always prepared to bowl first. If you're a batsman, you're always prepared to bat first. So we do talk about it, but in a very light way, that you have lost so many tosses, but it doesn't matter.